We ready?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're good.
3. Yeah. What episode is it, Matt?
66.
66. We're here, Ryan. It's 3 away. We're getting
No,
so
we're
close.
not going to start.
We're starting it. We're starting it.
Absolutely.
It's going.
You piped that the wrong way.
I'll call the clubhouse. We'll book in another 18 for tomorrow.
Okay, they cheated on that. They fluffed their balls.
Yeah, no better time for the breakfast ball than now. Breakfast ball.
Welcome back to the
been a part
Double
of.
Bogey Show presented by DraftKings. Ryan's here. He's happy. He's cheerful. He snowplowed a lot today, people.
Yeah, I could get the podcast out till Thursday again.
Well, we couldn't get into the studio because there was 9 feet of snow around it. Specifically the studio.
I know, like, we just do housekeeping or house cleaning.
It's keeping.
Housekeeping every week. And every week I tell you guys the podcast is dropping on a new day. It's dropped on Thursday the last couple weeks. It's not going to stay.
It's not the original day. It's not the official day.
No, because I don't even want to make excuses. It's not going to drop on Thursdays regularly.
Yes.
But again,
except for this last 3 week stretch.
If you don't see it on Tuesdays or Wednesdays, it's coming Thursday. I guarantee you. We're never going to skip a week. We can't because we're here for you.
We got to keep the streak alive. We're 66 weeks running.
That's correct.
We're never going to miss a week.
That's correct. I remember we used to skip weeks for YBR. There was probably like 3 or 4 weeks that we skipped.
Yeah.
And it's so easy to just be like, we'll just do it next week. Yeah, we don't have time. Yeah. We're super busy.
We're out of Diet Cokes. Can't do it.
Yeah, I haven't done a goddamn thing today besides this. I have done a lot today.
Blowing snow.
I blew snow for eight and a half hours today.
I school bussed Matt.
You did. You came and saved me. Appreciate that.
Yeah, no problem.
Otherwise, I would still be at home
It was
probably.
great bonding for us.
I thought so too.
Yeah, it was
that
good.
4-minute drive.
Yeah, that was nice.
So,
didn't say a word, just sat in silence.
Yeah.
Do you want to tell a story about the last snowstorm?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah,
it was just last week.
Because it directly involves me as well.
Wait, is it incriminating?
No,
the cops were there.
Handled?
Everything's been legally handled. I think we're all good.
If it goes to court, they can use this podcast as evidence. They could subpoena us.
Subpoena, what does that mean?
It's legal. You wouldn't get it.
You're
It's
right,
a
I
legal
wouldn't.
term.
I mean, there was clearly somebody at fault.
Yeah, and if it goes to court,
And it was us.
I don't want to condemn you. I'm trying to say that we maybe want to plead the fifth here and not bring it up. Or do you want to bring it up? I'm just saying there's a risk here.
I think we're fine. Everything's been legally
I think as long as
handled.
the guy gets his fucking car fixed, Tyler, it's going to be fine.
What if he hears this podcast, he's like, I got him, and then he fakes an injury.
He wasn't in the car.
He wasn't in the car.
He's still
He was in his apartment.
Still could fake it.
He just got whiplash from turning his head so quickly.
He heard his car get hit. He turned really fast, and his L2 is messed up now.
Okay, Matt, we're just not going to tell a story because Tyler completely ruined that.
No, I
Tyler's
didn't.
a narc.
All I did was hype your story up. People want to hear it more, Ryan.
No, we're not even going to tell them because then they'll want to hear it even more.
All right, we'll
We'll save it for episode
hear.
69.
How much did you want to venture into work this morning with your own car?
Well, my own car is still in the shop getting fixed. I'm rocking a rental right now.
Oh, okay.
But the second I saw the snow on the ground, I'm like, I'm either waiting for the A-OK to come in or I'm just not coming in today.
Because, last time, not to self-incriminate us.
Good,
Yeah.
good.
Dear God.
Say
For
hypothetically.
the love of God, don't self-incriminate us.
I can't go back to small claims court. I can't do it.
There's some hard-ass people there.
No, there's not.
How do you know? You never been.
You haven't either.
How do you know?
How do you know I haven't been there?
I'm there all the time. I would know
No,
if
you
you were
aren't.
there.
No,
don't
you
know that.
haven't.
You don't know that.
I had to go one time for a driver's ed class. You had to go to,
Small claims court?
yeah.
This is where you can end up. It's to scare him straight. This is where you end up.
It's an episode of is it Scared Straight? Question mark?
Why you laughing? Why you laugh at that?
Because small claims court is not going to scare you from not committing crimes.
Yeah, but this has to do with a car.
Yeah, you say hypothetically before this, and then you can't be. No one can hold it against you. They can't use it in a court of law.
We're not going to talk about
That's
that.
legal.
No, because you ruined it, Tyler.
No, you're ruining it.
Something that we did really cool, though, Tyler, last week was there's some cool stuff coming to town here. One of those being a golf entertainment facility.
Yeah, we don't even know what blanket term to call it, but it's just like everything you could want in golf without the course.
Correct. It's called Sweet Shots.
Sweet Shots. We talked about it before. Matt got us gift cards for Sweet Shots for
That's
Christmas.
right. Yep. Thanks again, Matt.
Absolutely.
I forgot mine up in the podcast room when we did that, and Matt just was like, "All right, I'll go fuck myself."
Yeah, I had to bring it down to him because I had to record my podcast after.
Yeah, and I remembered. I'm like, God, I gotta go upstairs to get that gift card.
You had to re-give him the gift card?
Might as well have been in the trash at that point.
No, you know what, Matt? That's gonna go to a couple, 3-4 beers
Where is it at right now?
in my office. I can
Okay.
tell you, it's right in front of my remote in my little organizer deal.
Okay, I believe you.
I literally looked at it today because I was
All right.
organizing. Anyways, Tyler, we went and took a tour of Sweet Shots the other day. Now it's SUITE
Like-
shots,
Yeah, like a suite that you would get at like a sporting event. Suite.
but also a place you can hit sweet shots at.
Yeah, but that's the suite. Like that's cool suite. So now there's several different suites. This is it's a play on words, people. We're English teaching today.
So now I feel like Fargo is kind of a destination
Yeah,
for people
actually.
coming in for business, for people coming in for whatever. I mean, who having a bachelor party in Fargo? DT downtown, great scene.
Yep.
Sweet Shots, great scene. Also, the bowling alley, arcade, escape room, bar, nightclub.
Taco Shack.
Jesus, there's everything going on next door as well. But we took a tour of Sweet Shots. And this place is going to be absolutely electric because, as you can tell, we have a hard time producing content in the winter.
Yes.
Okay. Well, Sweet Shots indoor putting and chipping facility, turfed out.
With like some LED lights that show you the line you're supposed to hit.
It's basically like putt preview in real life.
Yes.
Putt preview on 2K21. They have 5 simulators. They have a golf academy to where, you know what I think is sweet? I always think it's sweet hitting inside to outside,
Yeah,
meaning
it
there's
is
a garage door open and you're hitting through the garage door out onto the field. There's going to be 2 bays of that. There's going to be the putting chipping facility, the 5 simulators.
That's where I'm getting my lessons.
Yes.
Is in
where
that
you're-
academy.
That's where you're getting your lessons from, Tyler, from a guy who probably knows a lot more about golf than we do.
Oh yeah, he's much more qualified to have a golf podcast than us.
Yes, 1,000%. Also,
He'd probably get out on time too.
Nah, hey, let's not push it.
He's busy. He's busy building
We're all
Sweet Shots.
busy.
But Lucas, who gave us a tour, Pine to Palm guy.
Oh yeah.
He was a semifinalist at Pine to Palm. Not this last year, but I think in a previous year. So we talked Pine to Palm a little bit. That
Yep.
was kind of fun. Maybe see if I can, shake my way back in there. Do you think I could beat Lucas in 1v1 match play?
Absolutely not.
There's 0% chance.
No.
I maybe win 1 out of 18 holes.
Yeah, I would say that. That's,
If I can stick one within 2 feet on a par 3, maybe, that's about the only way.
I'd be happy to push 2-3 holes.
Mhm.
And those would have to be when he has a bad hole and still gets par, and I have a good hole and get par.
Yeah. So this place is going to be sweet.
Yeah.
What are you looking forward to most with this opening? It's going to be like next couple months. We'll be golfing again.
Options. So like right now,
Go on.
our option for indoor golf in the area is the simulator.
Yep.
But that's everybody in the area has to go to the simulator. So it's tough to get tee times.
You have
right?
to get tee time like 6.5 months in advance,
kind of actually.
basically.
So if you go to Sweet Shots, you have options for the simulator, the putting pad, and then it's the top 2 floors are like a Top Golf. It's bays.
Yep.
So you head out onto the turf, into the net. So like you can go there 3 days a week and not do the same thing.
Well, the most beautiful part about it too is that you're using real golf balls. They're not the tracker or whatever. I mean, they have.
They're
they have a
using
tracking. They have a tracking system involved, and that's how. As a TrackMan, I can't even remember.
They told us. I don't remember either.
Yeah. Anyway, we're using real balls. We're seeing real ball flight. That's going to be elite come March. Because I'll tell you what, I'm going to be there a lot. No, I'm not even going to step foot upstairs.
Matt, I'm going to use the gift card you got me for a membership.
Nice.
Yeah, so I'm going to be downstairs majority of the time. I'll be a member. That'll be the only place I'll be a member at. Sweet Shots.
I'll probably get my money's worth more there than I did in my fucking golf membership this summer.
Yeah. Because it's so easy when you're at a place like that. You got 4 guys golfing, right? It's like, what, $45 an hour?
No, it's like 20.
$20 an hour?
Like certain time of the day. He told me it was like $19 an hour.
Even if it's $40 an hour, yeah, throw an extra hour on there. $10. What is that? 2 beers? Not even a beer with tip. $10. It's a no-brainer at that point. Whenever something golf related asks you if you want another hour, it's game over. Yes, I'll take another hour.
Even if you know you got to leave in 15 minutes, you're like, yeah, fuck it.
I was at a simulator this weekend in that exact scenario. I can't pull it out.
It's tough to quit.
Yeah.
One of the worst things about golfing inside is when the timer turns red and it's like sub 10 minutes to the time that you get your ass kicked out.
Well, that's when, especially you've had a couple beers at that point, more than likely, and then you're just watching it, and it feels like that 10 minutes is actually like 3.
Yeah.
It just goes so fast once it hits red.
Well, yeah, because think about the time you have when you're golfing 18 holes, right? That's 4 hours, give or take. And then you get a 2-hour slot with the beers flowing. This is not enough, but there might be someone behind you. You never know. So, when in doubt, just book out 3 hours because you're going to want to play that much. Beers are going to be going down easy, and you're going to have no regret come the end of the time when the 3 hours is up.
Yeah, it's worth it.
The best is when you have to look at the rest of the group and try and read out if they want to stay and keep playing for another whole other hour. Like some of them are looking at their watches.
Well, I'll tell you what, if anyone's looking at their fucking watch, I'm not going with them ever again.
Well, if they're going with Ryan will stay and finish that hour out. So if we wanted to go early, Ryan will stay and finish the hour.
No, I probably wouldn't.
Really?
Not by myself. That's lame. Okay. I just would never go with you ever again.
You just make a mental note. They are just not hardcore enough to hang with you.
The fact of going to Sweet Shots with you ever again would never cross my mind if you want to leave early.
We better not. Don't set anything important on the same day.
You're with someone, they have a family emergency, and Ryan's like, all right, well, this is our last time playing one last swing with us.
Think twice about where you're about to go.
Yeah.
Is it worth it?
Yeah. Yep. But one thing I do love about these places is it's great for a first date. It's great for a bachelor party. It's great for a company outing. And it's great for someone who has literally could have never golfed in their entire life.
And I want to make it known that we're not being paid to say this. We just are actually genuinely very excited to have this in the area. We're pumped.
I mean, you don't need to disclose that, Tyler.
Yeah, I just want people to know that this isn't an ad. We're just really excited for it.
Do we get paid for anything on this podcast? We don't.
Presented by DraftKings.
Well, it's an extension of You Bet Your Radio, though. Yeah. It filters on all podcasts, which I would say if anyone uses DraftKings the most, any podcast, it's us.
Maybe the sports gambling podcast.
Yeah, but you're on this podcast as well.
Okay.
Oh, true. We get you.
We claim you as part of our DraftKings.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah. So you buy it yourself. Does Jared use it?
Oh, yeah. Well, I got Jared a DraftKings gift card for Christmas.
It's still 3-2.
It is.
So DraftKings is used the most here.
Can you get Bovada?
Especially because I'm on Joey's too, and Joey uses it. So
yeah.
So individually, it's Matt, but as a podcast, it's us.
Would you ever bet at Sweet Shots? On hey, I'll bet you $5 I can hit this one farther than you, or hey, I'll bet you $5 on this round that I can score more points than you.
Yeah.
That's actually a great way to get yourself out of paying for the round.
Yeah.
Just bet your buddies.
You just bet the round.
Yeah.
Winner of this pays for that hour.
Yeah. That's typically what, even if I go to the simulator, we play 18 holes, we still play $10 a hole on the simulator. So me and my buddy have a running tally from January to January.
And then you just pay up at the end of the year?
No, we've never paid. But I shit you not, it's $10 a hole. It's $180 a round. It literally fluctuates $30 to $40 at most one way. If I get up 40, then he'll get up 30, and then I'll get up 10, and then he'll get up 20. It's weird how that works. That's probably why we do it so much. Because we know no one's going to blow each other out of the water.
If it's $20 at the end of the year.
Yeah. Why is something like this, why is it so sought after? Is it the vibes? Sweet Shots.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about betting your friend.
No.
I was like, huh?
Is it the vibes?
Yeah, I would say so. Remember your debate with Jake back in the day?
Yeah, which wasn't even close.
It wasn't.
Demolished him.
You won very handily.
Yeah.
And you said that was your number one reason for liking that style better.
Because it's a vibe thing.
The vibes. Is everyone there that gets, you can have any level of golfer go there. You can have really good guys. You could have really serious guys. You could have shitty people. You can have drunk people. You can have people on dates. And it doesn't feel out of place.
Very minimal dress code too. You don't have to have all the golf clothes. You don't have to dedicate the 2 to 4 hours. You could even just go for an hour. So if you really wanted,
bring your Crocs. You could wear Crocs to this place.
You could wear
You do have to wear something.
You do have to wear
I do
clothes.
believe the shoes and shirt rule applies.
Not if the sign's not on the front door.
Not
Is that the rule?
I think so.
Yeah, why does it say no shoes, no shirt, no entry? It shouldn't pants be included?
I think they're just assuming most humans are rocking pants.
What if they're
Maybe
just
not.
wearing those weird bike shorts that are actually just underwear?
Bike shorts.
You know, like they're just
just
compression shorts that are
Okay.
long.
With the pad on the butt.
Or maybe they just have assless chaps on.
That counts as pants, right?
I
I
think
don't know.
so.
It doesn't cover the ass up. Even though all chaps are assless.
Yeah, why do they need to make that distinction?
Ass chaps.
All chaps are assless.
Yeah, I never understood that. Also, what are assless chaps for?
To protect your legs. They were made for horseback riding. So like when you're going through bushes and shit, it wasn't cutting up your pants.
Okay.
And then jeans put chaps out of business.
And now motorcyclists wear chaps.
Yeah, you don't want to get hit in the legs
Assless,
by
though.
shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't want like rocks or rain or whatever debris maybe flying up to hit you in the legs and sting.
When is debris gonna come up and hit
If
you?
you're behind a semi, they're kicking
I
shit
suppose,
up.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Also, we got the inside scoop. It's gonna sound like there's gonna be a pretty sweet ball grabber or a ball fetcher.
Oh yeah.
I'm 1,000% gonna be aiming for that thing. So like, put me on the bottom floor because
Oh, I thought you were talking about the Tube City thing.
that too.
Yeah.
That's a kind of a cool feature.
Mhm.
All in all, this is gonna be sweet because we're gonna go golf and then we're gonna go bowl next door.
Yep.
And then just to stimulate the brain a little bit, we might hit the escape room
Which
afterwards.
we got to see the escape rooms before they're in function, so we've got an edge on the competition.
Yeah. So if you want to go 1v1 in escape room, Matt, we can.
I would bet my house that I would.
Singularity.
Oh, you're on.
Singularity escape room.
There's a singularity themed escape room.
Dang.
Yeah, where the machines in there will actually try to stop you from escaping.
Okay, that's really cool.
You think you could beat me in an escape room?
I think if it was you two versus me, because I think you guys you would butt heads and argue, and I think I could just use
No,
my
I don't think
cunning
so.
to beat you.
I
guys.
think we would
But
win.
Tyler, I might need a ride there depending on the weather. I'll have to let you know.
Depending on the rental situation.
Oh yeah, then we'd win for sure. I just wouldn't pick you up.
That's how you would have to win.
Okay, Matt. We'll schedule this. We'll get this in paper and writing, and we'll actually have a competition. One dude did make a joke. We should hide like business cards in the escape room before it opens, so that people are like looking at all the nooks and crannies, and they find a QR code for the Double Bogey Show.
Yeah.
That's really smart.
Yeah. Or just put a QR code up in the bathroom. Just a plain QR code.
Yeah, people are like,
You
what
ever seen that
the hell
before?
is this?
You just see a plain QR code sitting there. And you just pull it up on your phone.
I never have.
I've done it once.
What came up?
It can get wild.
Yeah, there could be a lot of things like bar bathrooms. If you ever do it, that's a gamble.
Yeah. It's an absolute gamble.
Yeah. I
Where
love
else?
the idea of putting a QR code so someone thinks it's a cue. They're like listening like to the show, like trying to find what the next clue is. We're just talking about assless chaps.
We need to put a QR code on golf balls. And,
For everyone we lose.
and scatter them across the course.
That is a great idea.
But not scatter them on purpose.
Yeah, we'll just leave the ones we actually lose.
Yeah, correct. Yep.
That's phenomenal
You
idea.
think your iPhone
Ryan.
would read that?
I think so.
It's gotta.
You think so?
They make them pretty smart these days.
But it would be rounded. I don't know if it can be
We
rounded.
can make it small enough. It doesn't matter how big the QR code is.
It does. It does because I just made a QR code and it has to be a certain size.
Really? What's the size?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know off the top of my head. I can show you downstairs, but
Roughly like an inch, or can it be smaller than an inch by inch?
it can be smaller.
Okay.
I think you could make it as long as like you held it far back. So it might look a little weird like up close, but if you held it far back, it makes the full picture. I think then you'd be good.
Well, let's try it. We'll experiment.
Yeah.
If you could have put a QR code anywhere on the golf course besides a golf ball, where would it be?
On the ball, the tee markers.
Are you actually looking at tee markers though?
Yeah. I gotta make sure I'm not in front of them.
Interesting.
I'd say the way bottom of the hole. Like when you go to pick your.
Because everyone looks at that.
Matt,
you have
you-
to look down for your ball. see
You
if it's in
grab
there.
your ball before it even hits the bottom of the
Well,
cup.
that's what I'm saying. It's a little reward, and like you scan it, it gets you like, oh, $1 off at the clubhouse or something like that for people
Yeah.
who are like thorough and like cleaning the hole or something like that, or maybe like under the rake so you can see who's really like raking up after
It's like,
themselves.
congrats on being in the sand.
Yeah.
I think I'd put one right above the cup holder. It'll probably
in the
it
cart.
It would probably get taken down pretty quick, but either that or You know how they have the mailboxes at hole number 2 before hole 2 starts, so you can get your scorecard, or just grab a stack of scorecards and start pasting.
Put one on every card.
Yeah, they got it. Does everyone know how to use a QR code these days? If you don't, you open the camera app of your phone. You literally just hover over the QR code. A link will pop up. You click it.
Mm-hmm.
We're not telling you where that link's going to go.
Yeah, it's a surprise. It'll be a link directly to episode 69.
Yeah, even though it's not even released yet.
Yeah, we
might be early release date. Only the people with a QR code get to listen right away.
Do you want to record episode 69 right after this?
Sweet. We already know what we're going to talk about. So, shafts and balls.
Shafts the whole time.
The whole shebang.
Why don't I put it on the thing at every single hole that kind of shows you the layout of the hole and the distances from each marker?
Yeah, you could do that. I'd never look at those things though.
Really?
No.
I mean, I don't as much anymore now that I use an app, but that was just all I had to go off of.
Sure, that makes sense.
There's got to be some courses that put one there, and then you can just, if you don't have an app, you can kind of like look at the hole.
You get the course layout on your phone.
I'm sure there's
from a QR code.
That's a thing somewhere.
Instead of the little book or the back of the scorecard that shows you all of the holes laid out. You just scan it.
That's not a bad idea.
Infinitely
because then everyone can use it. Yeah, you don't have to like buy an app or download one. Some people don't like to put their info in. I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah, it drains your battery.
You know what you could do? If we wanted to promote this thing a little bit heavier, we could just go into heavily rugged is maybe the word I'm looking for, areas that people lose a lot of balls in, and just put like a little sign up. Kind of like the breakfast ball sign right here. Have a stake at the bottom. Stick that baby up like in the weeds, because you know they're going to be looking in weeds, right?
And those are our people, the ones that shank stuff into the weeds.
Those are the type of people that are listening to this podcast.
And the groundskeepers aren't going to go look in there.
Absolutely not.
So they'll never get rid of our codes.
And even if they do, they're cheap. Put another one. I'll be in there. I'll be at the same time next week. Be in there again. Doesn't even matter.
Just check every week when we lose our balls.
Yeah. You know what they should have, Tyler?
We could just get those little tiny flags that like people use to mark electrical lines.
Sure.
Or like trenches and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or that might be a good reason for them to stay away though as well. Hey, there's an electrical line here.
They're eye-catching though.
They are.
Is that a QR code on that electric line flag?
We should do that. We should hide something. We should hide something out on a course here in Fargo.
First person to find it.
First person to find it. We're not going to tell you. We'll tell you what course it's at, but we ain't going to tell you where it's at. And that would be kind of sick.
That's like geocaching, kind of.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You ever geocached?
Oh, yeah.
Couple two tree.
Mm-hmm.
They should have geocaches on the golf course.
That's basically what we're referring to.
Yeah. It's like you grab the ball, it's in there, and you put one of your own in.
Whatever course we did this at would be so pissed. People would just constantly walking back and forth in the fescue.
Pace of play would slow dramatically.
Yeah. You're right.
And they figure out what the prize is by scanning the code.
Yep. QR code.
Congrats, you won a bag of teas on us.
Nice. Plain white tees.
Yeah. No branding, no logo, nothing.
Just pick them up in the clubhouse. We'll pay them back.
Yeah. We're not talking like...
What's your Venmo?
We're not talking Hanes. We're not talking Hanes t-shirts. We're talking golf tees.
Mm-hmm.
Or we could put the prize is a pack of plain white tees and just have a pack of Hanes.
Extra smalls.
Extra smalls. Yep. Waiting right there in the fescue. I don't mind that.
We don't even have the code. The bag of t-shirts is just there in the fescue.
Yeah.
We hid it somewhere, guys. Go find it.
That'd be hilarious. Maybe not, but I was thinking back to Sweet Shots. Great place for a first date, right? Mm-hmm. I'm done going on first dates.
Me too.
Same.
I have been for about 12 years, which is fine.
Wow.
It's actually great. In terms of finding someone new to play with on the golf course, this is Golf Innovation of the Week.
Mm-hmm.
In terms of finding someone new to play with on the golf course, because my New Year's resolution was I want to get out with somebody new and introduce them to the game of golf. It's not going to be a girl. It'll be a guy for me. First date thing, you know how that goes.
It doesn't have to be a date.
Why don't they have Tinder for golf partners?
Tinder for golf partners. So like explain a little deeper for me.
So you literally sign up for the app if you're looking for someone to play with. Like, there's a stigma around being a solo, right? No one likes you.
Yeah, you don't want to no one wants you to be paired with them.
So all you're looking for is one other person, because then it's a dynamic duo. You're not a solo anymore. You're a twosome pairing with a twosome. So you make a swipe right or swipe left app called, I don't know, Swngr. SWINGR.
You drop the E.
Yeah, just drop the E because everyone's doing that. Everyone's dropping the E's these days, and it's just making everything better.
Well, back in
or everyone's dropping like vowels in the middle, so it's SWNGR.
Yeah.
So you drop the I, drop the E. I before E, except after C.
I dig it.
Swngr. You go on Swngr.
You put your handicap on.
Requirements for the app. Yep, is handicap. It's age.
Mm-hmm.
It is weight. No, it's not. It's eye color. No, it's not eye color either. It is your age. It is where you're from. 50-mile radius. Hey, I want to go to the lakes area and play golf.
Yeah.
Any swingers around the lakes area?
Wife's out of town for the weekend.
looking for another guy to play golf with. Any swingers out there? Age, location, handicap. Whether you prefer to ride or walk, because that's huge.
Yep.
If you're trying to walk, swipe left.
Music or not.
Music or not.
Uh-huh.
What else?
Will you be drinking? Yes or no?
Correct.
Your go-to bev cart order if you are drinking.
Yeah.
That's just a fun little fact. Not necessary for the right or left swipe, but it's good to know. You get to catch the vibes.
Like a fuzzy navel.
Yeah. And
Boone's
then
Farm.
even if they do have a really good handicap, you have a vibe section. It's like, what are you looking for today? Are you looking to set a personal best? Or are you looking to have fun?
Yep.
So then you select a vibe category. We can maybe make a sliding scale of 1 to 5 for vibes, maybe.
Okay.
But here's my question for you.
Bet or not bet?
Yeah.
If you want to bet, how much per hole?
Are you willing to gamble?
Okay.
Yep. And then there's a price point as well.
Yep.
Here's my question for you. Is there a possibility for Swngr to have 2 separate functions? You and I as a duo looking for other duos.
So like two men looking for 2 men.
Yes, exactly.
Maybe you want a break from your current golf partner, so you and your duo just like want to switch it up. Like you two go and do your own thing. The other 2 swingers go and do
But
their own thing.
the thing about it is that the other duo that you usually golf with, like they're cool if you like kind of cheat on them on the golf course and like go off and do your thing with another twosome.
It's just the dynamic of the relationship. You're just kind of trying to add a new spark to the golf vibe.
It's like polygamy.
Yeah, exactly.
But on the golf course.
Pretty much.
Yeah, Swngr. Perfect.
I wasn't thinking that. You were, but I wasn't.
Polygamy just came into my head when you said that.
But yes, you got this relationship. You might have to just break it every once in a while, but the other twosome is cool. So yes, I do think that just complicates things.
Okay. Well, I'm just saying. So like let's say we're going on a golf trip and it's going to be tough to get tee times just for 2 people and we don't get to put with randoms.
So it's just you and I.
Yeah, it's just
then you find a swinger and I'll find one as well.
Yeah, we bring them together.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. I think this is great because after my recent golf partner breakup, if I were to have the app Swngr, I would have been furiously swiping right on people.
Really?
Yeah.
What kind of person are you not going to swipe right on?
I mean, there's maybe a lot. I'm pretty picky.
Like, what's a lowest handicap that you'll swipe right on?
Handicap doesn't matter to me. The vibe thing is going to be what matters to me the most.
Okay.
I don't want to be golfing with people that are trying to set their personal best every single round.
That's fair.
There might be certain rounds where I am looking to be competitive that day and I want to set a personal best, so then I'll change mine for that day.
So what do you have to eat for breakfast in the morning to wake up and want to set a personal best?
Eat for breakfast? I don't eat breakfast.
Okay, what's got to happen that morning?
I gotta have been golfing pretty decent for me to want to set it. I had to have some confidence going into it. If I've been golfing like shit, I'm just going out there for fun. But if I've started to play kind of good and I'm like, I'm doing all right. Maybe today's the day that I'm going to go out there and I'm actually going to shoot to win.
Sure.
Like I'm going to play to win today. Then I would change my vibe setting. Most of the time that's solo though. I do that alone.
Really?
Matt was with me one day when I did set my personal best.
Yeah.
That I had zero intentions of doing that day.
See, that's my thing. I think if I were to go into it, I don't know how you're wired mentally, but I think if I went into it trying to do really well, it would just backfire on me.
Same.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm always looking to be competitive.
Yeah.
I mean, I also I'm a 10 out of 10 vibe guy too.
Yeah. I mean, the thing that's going to be most important to me is the vibe slider.
Yeah. Like the vibes down in Arizona were immaculate.
Yes.
It was 11 out of 10 for me.
We could have all golfed 140s and still had fun, I think.
Correct.
I did golf 140 and I had a blast.
Good.
Hell yeah.
See?
That's what we want, Matt. That's why we're here. Yeah, I think that's a pretty good idea. I'm not going to do it, but maybe someone will.
Oh, you should also put preferred time of day. Because if it's morning, if we're putting preferred time of day as morning and they're a music person, I'm out. Because I'll listen to your music sometimes, especially when the vibes are correct. Like I was cool with music in Arizona because we were there to chill. And
I think we axed the music thing out of the questionnaire. I think that's more so when you're DMing after you both swipe right on each other.
That's your icebreaker. Like, hey, you listen to music in the cart or no?
Does a bear shit in the woods? And then you're like, all right, I'm out.
Yeah, sorry, unmatch.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Personally, I think there should be some sort of way to determine if you want to try and build some sort of relationship with this person, like golf with them in the future. Or sometimes, I don't know if you guys do this, but sometimes I like to go just put the AirPods in and just play by myself, but you kind of have to have someone with you.
You like to listen to music, like put AirPods in?
I did that a few times this summer. I would just go like on a Wednesday night by myself, throw some AirPods in, and you're with someone, so you like talk to them a little bit, but I kind of...
Oh, you had AirPods in with somebody?
Little bit, yeah. He
That's
was kind of doing his own thing too, though.
That's messed up.
Really?
Yeah. Because you can't even hear the birds chirping.
I suppose. It was like 6 p.m. in the afternoon, though.
In the evening.
I should have. I knew right when I said that. I should have said.
Yeah.
evening.
So even if I like go on a walk at night, I won't put AirPods in or during the day or in the morning because I just I'm trying to hear the birds chirp.
I've done that before too, but sometimes you need to listen to Post Malone or something like that.
I was just gonna ask, what do you listen to?
You're on hole 6 and it's I Fall Apart.
Yeah, exactly.
You're having a good round.
So I'm super literal when picking playlists. I literally will search like golf course vibes or something.
That's
like
what
that.
you did in Arizona.
Yeah, I'm very literal. Like driving on a Tuesday, I'll search that in Spotify, and there's always something good.
Golf course vibes is a good playlist.
Yeah, sometimes the one with the Z and vibes.
It was good.
Okay.
It was a good
Okay.
playlist.
Or maybe 3 Z's at the end.
Yeah,
Golf
maybe the
vibes.
golf emojis around it.
Yep.
Something like that.
Okay. Well, that's good to know.
Yeah, people are tastemakers out there. They
Hey,
make the playlist.
We should make our own playlist for people to follow.
I'm surprised we haven't already.
Well, you don't like music anyway. So.
Yeah, that was going to be the joke. There's
Just be
no
white
songs
noise.
on it.
It's just
4
empty.
hours of white
It's just
noise.
bird noise, so you can have your AirPods in and still hear the birds.
Yeah. Maybe the birds are they're sleeping already.
Yeah.
You just need some birds chirping. So with Swngr, you can choose like guy looking for guy or guy looking for girl. You can set that or whatever. You can set whatever preference.
Mm-hmm.
Think of the love that could happen on the golf course.
True.
Maybe there's some guy out there that's just looking for someone to teach him how to golf. Say, hey man, I'm just looking for someone decent to golf with because I want to learn how to play.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe there's some girl out there saying like, hey, I would love someone to come coach me up on the course. Meet him at the clubhouse.
Well, what better way than to really figure out what a person's truly like than golfing with them when they golf bad? So
you definitely learn a lot about someone.
If you still like them and they're golfing bad, that means you'll probably like them forever.
Yeah, and if they're golfing bad and they're playing it off like
You
they
can
don't
tell.
care, like they don't care at all. I also don't like that.
You can tell. Yeah.
Like, you get a little pissed off. That's okay.
Yep.
That's what the sport's all about, is just getting pissed off.
Drop
Like
a
we pay $70 a round to just get pissed off.
Mm-hmm.
Why do we keep doing that? Because it's great. It's fun.
It's okay to drop an F-bomb.
It is. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Whack fuck.
Whack fuck.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Again, well, I'm not going to do this, but maybe someone else will. And if you do, I'll hop on there. I'll find I'm a male looking for a male match so that I can just maybe introduce someone to the game of golf this year.
Yeah. We got a coder downstairs. He can code us an app.
A coder?
Coder. My ex-golf partner.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
He can code, so he'll make us an app quick.
Any other additions you'd like to make?
No, I think that sounds great. I would love to see the awkward, like every first date's a little awkward. So how would you guys cut through that awkwardness of like when you first meet the person? Do you go to the clubhouse, maybe get a drink beforehand just to sketch their vibe out? Because you can't. It's a lot harder to walk out of this than a regular first date.
How do you introduce yourself to another threesome or another twosome that you got paired with? It's the same thing.
That's true.
You don't know those guys.
That's true.
You got to introduce yourself somehow. I think it's just the same way.
Yeah, you just got to have some clever banter in the chat beforehand.
Imagine if you imagine if you match with somebody and you get to the course and they're like, hey man, like I actually don't even have clubs. I was wondering if I could maybe use your
You
clubs
get
today.
catfished on Swngr.
Hey man, can you stretch me out?
Yeah, hey man, can you stretch me out? Hey man, that was a great round. But by the way, like I Ubered here. Do you think you could give me a ride back?
That's a hard fucking no,
It's a
buddy.
hard no. I'm out. Yeah,
that's
I'll buy you a 6-pack for the walk back.
You Ubered here, Uber home, pal.
Yeah, they lie about their handicap just so they can play with like
Yes.
better golfers.
Yeah.
Yes, just to get free lessons.
Mm-hmm.
If you're out there snaking for free lessons, get off the app. And hey, Swngr, the matching app that's meant to be deleted. I think
Find a golf partner for life.
I think that's Hinge's. I don't know. I saw a commercial. It just popped up. NFL.
I thought you came up with that on the spot. I was like, that's actually pretty fucking
No,
good.
that's Hinges.
Damn, I should just went with it. Damn it.
I was like, Ryan, the marketing guy.
Imagine some of the bios that you would get.
Just a casual golf guy looking for his casual golf gal.
A golf gym looking for his golf Pam.
Yeah. The bios would be elite. God.
If you're not looking for your ball in the weeds, then you're not for me.
The possibilities are endless. We should make a fake profile.
Yeah, we'll have Mitch do it. Mitch will make us a fake Swngr.
Okay. The bio's got to be good though.
Yeah.
I'll make sure I have a say in
The
that.
I in Swinger's got to be a club.
No, there is no I. Remember,
Oh, yeah. Fuck, we dropped the
SWNGR.
I.
Just and then a pineapple at the end. No, I'm kidding. That's a TikTok thing, right?
I think it's real.
That's
Instead
just a real
of
life
instead of the
thing.
egg drop, we should just have a pineapple on top of this logo.
Yeah. Breakfast ball.
Our
Brought
DMs
to
have
you
gotten
by
a lot
Swngr.
weirder lately.
I know. What's going on here?
No, people aren't trying to buy clubs from Ryan anymore. They're trying to buy other shit.
Yeah, some guy. He wanted to buy I got a truck offer last time.
No, you didn't.
He
did.
lowballed the fuck out of me though.
Yeah.
Jay, I know you're listening. He lowballed the shit out of me, and he wanted me to drive it to St. Louis.
Oh, I know exactly who you're talking about.
Yeah. He wanted to buy my truck for half what it's worth and drive it to St. Louis, and then fly back so I can lose another $400.
I'll road trip with you. I'll drive behind you.
No. I said I upped the ante.
Did he counter?
I countered.
Did he counter your counter?
He did, yeah.
And
I said no
are we getting
deal.
closer?
No, I said no deal.
Sad.
Said no deal.
No match. Not a Swngr match there.
Nope, not there. But if you're out there and you're looking for a golf partner, Swngr is the app for you. Today's official sponsor of the Breakfast Ball podcast is the Swngr Match Me Golf app. We gotta come up with some fucking infomercial. We'll maybe do a whole video on this.
Find your hole in one.
Hey, we'll maybe do a video.
Ooh, that's good.
Jesus Christ,
A little
Tyler.
sexual
A
too.
little bit, but
We should do a video on this.
The Tinder for
a fake commercial, that'd be great.
What do we call it? Tinder for golf?
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
we
we'll
gotta
do-
wait till the snow melts.
Yeah, we could do that, or we could just do the simulator or whatever. This would be a good video.
It would be.
We won't talk anymore about it because we'll bring the fire.
We'll have to hold the phone so steady so that they can fake the app on the phone screen.
Yeah, I just put it on a tripod and then put your hand around it. Okay. That segment was brought to you by Swngr, the golf matching app that's meant to be deleted, just like those golf balls. That was a good one. All right, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back with Tyler. We're going to talk about the 21 times when it's not counted as a hole-in-one.
Yes.
Correct?
We had an article from golf.com. It says 21 times a hole-in-one absolutely doesn't count.
Okay, and then I also want to, we should start doing a fact-checking segment to where when people try and fact-check us from our clips online,
Yeah.
we can address that and we can just burn you and your opinion to the ground.
Yep.
All right, football fans out there, I'm sure you all love an action-packed, high-scoring NFL game, and with the latest no-brainer from DraftKings, an official sports betting partner of the NFL, you already know what the deal is. You'll be a winner once a single point is scored. If you haven't gotten the DraftKings Daily Fantasy or the DraftKings Sportsbook, you got to do it now, because when one team scores a single point,
How many?
a single, meaning
One point?
meaning a solo, I'm going out golfing alone because I didn't match with anyone on Swngr. That's all they have to score. One solo point. You'll be a winner once that is scored. New customers who bet just $1 on any team to score can win $100 in free bets. It's that simple. And if you're like me, you'll get the free $100 and then you lose it all.
Immediately.
On probably one bet. Yes. And if a sportsbook isn't available in your state yet, guys, the daily fantasy is still there. You can use that wherever you're at. You can use that on golf, football, baseball, any sport in the book. And you can play for huge cash prizes, free shots at millions of dollars. Lots of money out there to be won. So go check out the daily fantasy or the sports book, whatever state you guys are in. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now. Use promo code YouBetcha and bet $1 on any team to score, like I said, and win $100 in free bets. If they score, you score with DraftKings with promo code YouBetcha this week at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. Must be 21 years old in New Jersey, Indiana, or Pennsylvania. Only new customers only. Minimum $5 deposit, $1 wager required, and one per customer. Restrictions apply. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Now, not my best disclaimer read.
It was good though. Still,
not my best one.
Don't sell yourself short.
I'm just like,
you know what I think? Hold on, before I have an idea for Swngr. I think we should add a preferred snack on the golf course.
I was going to segue into the bulk beef jerky ad, but then you stole it from me.
That's what I'm doing.
No, I know. I was going to say, like, if I was more like, if I had a little more nutrition in me today, I would have read that disclaimer a little bit well. And that's because I didn't have
bulk beef jerky.
Wow, what a great segue by me.
But also I think we should add the preferred snack thing to Swngr.
Yeah.
And if you don't have bulk beef jerky written down, you're an immediate swipe left.
Preferred snack. Me.
All right, that's clever. I might swipe right on that if you have
I am
beef
a
jerky
snack.
in parentheses, because it's the most tender, the most juicy, the best beef brisket jerky on the market, Ryan. And
so you're saying if in my bio I said my preferred snack is a luscious, nutritious, moist, delicious piece of meat?
Right, swiped right.
Tell you what, I have that right here. It's in the bulk beef jerky bag.
Oh my God. If you bring it with, it's your automatic. You asked how to break the ice.
Go on.
You offer to share your bulk beef jerky when you meet this person at the course. Ice is so broken, it's water now.
Yeah, I enjoy it. You both reach for it at the same time. Your hands touch. Sparks fly.
Literal sparks fly. It's
wow,
like,
did I just feel a ring on that left ring finger? Are you my future wife?
Not yet. Okay. Yeah. I like it. I think we're going to add that. And if you want to get a discount for that, Ryan, you know what they need to do?
No, can you tell me?
You can save some money when you meet the love of your life on the course with the app Swngr. Use promo code YouBetcha. Go to bulkbeefjerky.com/YouBetcha, YOUBETCHA. Use that promo code, and they're going to deliver it straight to your door so you can bring it straight to the course. And
put it straight into your partner's mouth.
Yeah, you hand feed them the bulk beef jerky.
There's no golf being played.
None. You're not even going to hit the first tee box then. You're just getting back in the car and going home.
Yep.
Together.
Okay.
All right. Hole-in-one. Speaking of. Did you get that one? Did you get that reference? Speaking of hole-in-ones.
No. Elaborate.
They went home together. Hole-in-one. Sex.
No, it's actually when you get the ball in the hole on one shot.
Oh, well, not according to this fucking guy.
Yeah, can you tell me? Who's that? Dean Martin? Frank Sinatra?
This is written by Luc Kerr-Deneen. He's
whoever that is.
Right, yep. Doesn't matter to me.
Probably a 22 handicap.
Probably.
I'm a 9.
Probably doesn't have a hole-in-one because he wrote all the rules for getting a hole-in-one and he just absolutely crippled himself from getting it. There's no chance.
Give me a couple in there.
So there's 21 ways, and the first one is something we've talked about a million times.
How is there 21 ways where a hole-in-one doesn't count?
I'm going to explain them.
Okay, go on.
The first one is our heated debate that we've asked a million times after a mulligan, or like we like to call it, a breakfast ball.
Okay.
So he's saying...
And I was on board with that, right?
You were right away. Then you changed your mind. You changed your mind because I said that if it doesn't count for a hole-in-one, then your birdies on your mulligan stop counting. And your eagles on your mulligan stop counting too, which you would never do. You would always count that birdie, right?
Yeah.
So you got to count that hole-in-one.
Well, this guy just doesn't like to have fun.
He doesn't. He's sad. And that's actually the first word. It's sad but true. So he's saying if you shank one in the water, you do a mulligan with the consent of your partners even. Like they say it's okay. And it goes in on that second shot. It doesn't count because it needs to have a USGA abiding score attached to it. So it would have to count in the eyes of the United States Golf Association for it to count on a regular course, which I don't buy.
So what gives this guy the right to write this article?
I don't know.
Okay, number 2.
After a penalty shot. I agree with this one. So if you hit one into the water and it's not a mulligan and it's not a breakfast ball, because you've already used yours for the round.
Yep.
Then it's a 3.
Yep.
I agree with that one,
Makes
right?
sense.
Yep. Next, multiple attempts on the same hole. That's the same fucking thing.
Yeah, this guy doesn't even know what he's talking about.
Yeah, on a par 3 course. This is one that I think is interesting. He says it doesn't count on a par 3 course.
Why?
Yes, technically you're playing an actual course and registering true holes in one are registered on golf courses where par 3s are few and far between. So he's saying
they literally have a competition here in town, a hole-in-one competition on a par 3 course.
Right. I disagree with that wholeheartedly.
Me too.
Next
Bullshit.
one. Yeah. This next one, you can just get it on your first shot, no mulligans, no penalty shots. But if it's a temporary green because they're renovating the actual green, he says it doesn't count.
That's their problem. That's the course's problem, not mine.
Next one I agree with. It's still a hole-in-one, but would I brag about it? No. At a simulator.
That's a different kind of hole-in-one.
Yeah, it's still a hole-in-one,
It
but
obviously doesn't count.
But like, I'm not going to tell people I got a hole-in-one if I get one.
I am. I'm going to tell them, say, hey, I got a hole-in-one at the simulator.
Yeah, you got to disclaimer it.
Yeah, 100%.
This next one I also think is, there's some debate for this. Hole-in-one doesn't count on at a scramble.
That's bullshit.
I think it does count if you're the first guy.
Correct.
Right?
What do you mean? So what if I'm golfing with 4 people not in a scramble and I'm the 4th guy to hit and I get a hole-in-one?
Oh, you're good. Count? Yeah. No, it counts. I'm just saying if you're in a scramble for your team, like if you're the first guy to hit it, then it counts because you didn't get to see the way the ball moved for anybody. You didn't get to see what club they used. You're the first guy, right?
That's the same with playing with 3 other random guys.
You're true. It's true. I mean, I can be convinced.
And also, you're all hitting from the tee box.
Yeah, I can be convinced on this one. I'm in the middle.
Okay.
Next one is when you play an odd number of holes. What does that even fucking mean?
So you play 9 holes, you get a hole-in-one through 9 holes.
All right, I'm just going to read this one. Play 3 holes and make a hole-in-one on one of them. Then play the final 6 holes to get your 9-hole score. I'm not sure hole-in-ones can exist in isolation. They need to be part of a larger round, either 9 or 18.
So he's saying like if you had like your own course in your backyard, like a 3-hole thing or something like that. Maybe.
I don't know. I think he's saying like you play 3 holes, you take a break and then come back and play 6.
Oh yeah, like you can't end the round there or something like that.
I don't know. This guy, he's losing validity real fast.
He sounds sad.
He does sound sad. Who hurt him? Maybe we shouldn't be mean to him. Maybe
he sounds
he's
like
hurt.
all of his friends have gotten hole-in-one except for him. So he just went home and like typed up this article. He's like the kid when you played tag, he would call timeout right before
you get tagged.
Yeah.
Yep. Or dodgeball, anything. He's about to get pegged. I called time right before it hit me.
Or like, oh, I'm on base.
Yep. So the next one is when somebody else knocks your ball in for you. I agree 100%. If I leave one right next to the cup and you hit, you hit my ball in,
that's okay.
No brainer. Signing an incorrect card.
Well, I don't sign my cards anyway.
Yeah. Next. After a breakfast ball, same thing as the first one.
Yep. That's 20 reasons now. It's not 21.
Double green, wrong pin.
So if you hit one to the other hole.
So you hit one to the wrong hole and get it in. No shit, dude.
Obviously.
If you're teed up in front of the markers.
Bullshit.
Yeah. Wrong tee markers. So basically, like if you're playing at the wrong marker for your handicap, he says it shouldn't count.
Okay.
It's like if you're playing from the reds and you should be playing from the blues.
That's fine. I get that.
Ooh. I don't like this.
Go on.
We can't tell our boy Hardy about this.
Really?
If you're using a borrowed club.
That's bullshit too.
Absolute bullshit.
What do you mean? It's harder to get a hole-in-one with a borrowed club.
He says, you grab your buddy's club and knock it in the hole. Alas, that violates the rules of golf. So nice shot, but not a hole-in-one.
What gives this guy the right?
Oh, I'm getting angry.
Yeah. It sounds like he just had a word limit for this article because like 5 of these have been like the same thing.
Yeah, double spaced.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, his boss is like, give me 21 of them. He's like, boss, I only got 12. Make it work.
Make it count. 21 listicles are going off right now.
Yeah.
Just different names. Different names for the similar ones.
He's just going to start rhyming like he's Dr. Seuss here pretty soon.
Yeah.
So this next one, it can kind of works for us because we have a course in town with a 3-hole loop next to the 9. Anything you shoot on a bonus hole doesn't count. So he's saying like if you golf your 9 and then when you go hit that 3-hole loop and you get a hole-in-one on that 3-hole loop, doesn't count.
I'm counting it.
Me too.
100%.
No doubt in my mind. If it's embedded against the lip. So let's say you hit a liner and it sticks into the lip. like on the opposite side of the lip from you, he says that doesn't count. But I'm pretty sure there is a way they check, because like if X percentage of the ball is below the lip of the cup, it does count. So someone definitely didn't do their research.
Okay. That one's whatever. I'm never going to do that anyway. I'm either just going to put it in or not.
Yep. Mini golf or a video game?
Duh.
No shit.
Jesus Christ.
That guy's unbelievable.
I don't even know what this last one. This is 21, the final one. Grounds for any other DQ. The common theme here is that true hole-in-ones count only during legitimate complete rounds, which could count towards your handicap. We've tried outlining some of the most common ones, but wanted to include this catch-all for any others we may have missed.
Fuck that guy.
Fuck that guy. I hope he's not a listener, but if he is, fuck you. Also,
just let us have fun.
Seriously.
Stop being so serious.
Yeah. Jesus, you know me, I'm a grumpy guy. At least I'm not that grumpy.
I'm swiping left on that guy for sure.
Yeah, don't even get an account, pal.
His like bio is like must play by USPGA rules at all times.
Yeah, that's not how golf's supposed to be played.
No. If I get a hole-in-one on any par 3, bonus hole, whatever, I'm counting it.
I'm with you 100%. There's like 3 in there that I kind of agree with. It's knocking when someone knocks your ball in. Yeah. Mini golf. Yeah.
Obviously.
Simulator. Kind of a hole-in-one, but I get it. I'm not going to tell people I got a hole-in-one at a regular course if I got it at a simulator.
Right. This guy's bananas.
And like the one about going to the other hole and stuff like that.
No shit.
Okay, we need to end this podcast on a better vibe than that, because that sucked.
Yeah. Let's stop talking shit about this guy and start talking shit about others.
Okay, so last week's episode, we talked about Kelly Blue Books for your clubs.
Mm-hmm.
Get a proper valuation.
Yep.
Obviously, the comment section was filled with, and this one I agree with, I believe it is called the PGA Club Value Guide, which makes sense. It's like a Kelly Blue Book. Haven't looked into it yet. Probably should. More research. Haven't yet, though. I get that. If they're going to give me, like, you know, you put the year, the condition, all that shit about your clubs in there, gives you a proper valuation. Now, these other nut jobs are saying, that's what second swing is for. Just go to a second swing. It's the same thing. They'll give you. No. You know why? Because they need to resell your clubs. They're not going to give you full value for your clubs.
Right.
Just like the place that I went to get my clubs, they wanted to give me $150 for my whole entire bag. And I said, no, my driver's worth $150. So I'm going to sell my driver individually. I'm going to keep the rest of my clubs in case my new buddy on Swngr needs a set of clubs and a fucking ride home after the round. I'm going to save them for him.
You could sell your irons for $200.
Probably.
Yeah. On Facebook Marketplace.
Probably.
On this podcast, possibly.
Yeah. My new high toe 56 degree TaylorMade is worth $100.
Actually?
I don't know. Probably though. TaylorMade, high toe.
Go to that first. So Second Swing's whole business is to buy your clubs cheap, refurbish them, and then sell them at double.
Correct.
Which I have no problem with. Like, I get it. It's a good way for them to do business. It's smart.
It's just people trying to think that they're smarter than us. And they might be. But
weird educational podcast.
Yes. Okay. Also, last week's episode. I don't know if Kelly Blue Book was last week's episode. Might have been the one before.
It was.
But last week's episode, the 3GA Prison League. People are trying to tell us that there's other fucking par 3 leagues and tournaments. We get that.
Yeah, we're talking about a prison league.
We're talking about prison.
There is not a prison league, and you can't tell me there is.
And maybe we're just doing these clips wrong.
No,
maybe we're not giving people enough information about, hey, this is a prison league, par 3. It's called the 3GA.
We literally said that the guards are going to play the inmates.
Like some guys
I don't know how there's confusion there.
Okay, well, not exactly. There's a British par 3 competition each year. Oh, in prison? Not in prison?
Nope.
Okay, then get out of the comment section. And I have no problem getting in the mud with these people.
I know.
It's the best.
I just ignore it, but Ryan likes...
I do.
You like slinging it around a little bit.
It depends on what kind of mood I'm in.
Yeah.
I'll get in the mud. I'm not afraid. If you comment something derogatory or whatever on our page, you got to expect something back.
Yeah.
Because I can also be a keyboard warrior.
Unless it's like really bad, then we'll just ignore it. No, just delete it.
I will admit, Tyler, I've literally not one time in my life left a comment on some random post that was just like either bashing that post or like completely disagreeing with their opinion. If that's the case, I just keep scrolling.
Right.
I've literally, but if you're asking for it, I will get in the mud with you.
Like, even if I saw that and I was like, oh, look at these, and like didn't watch the whole thing, like these dumbasses, there's a par 3 league. I'm never going to comment that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a rough place in your life when you're fact checking a video on TikTok.
Yeah, exactly.
rough.
Exactly. Leave the fact checking to Facebook, okay?
Yeah, exactly. They do it for you.
Okay. I'm looking. Those are about the only two that I really could find. Fact checks from last week. I think we should start doing that more.
Yeah, we're clearly doing the research before we make these podcasts and put out those clips.
And I get it. These people probably don't listen to the full episode of the podcast, so they're just going off based off of that clip. But like, thanks for enlightening us that there's a British par 3 league.
Next time they're gonna tell us like, yeah, you can actually just put that you golf in your Tinder bio.
Just winning on technicalities only.
Yeah. I can't wait for the comment section of the Swngr. SWNGR. Make sure that Mitch spells that right, because he
won't.
He needs a spell checker big time.
Who has Mitch for Secret Santa? Is anyone in this room?
Not me.
Not me.
Oh, we'll figure out who has it. We'll get him a dictionary and a thesaurus.
Oh, that'd be the lamest present ever.
Well, it's useful, even though he could just Google it. But
yeah, exactly.
Doesn't. Matt, you're looking very dapper today.
Thank you.
Is there an occasion? Or
no,
just felt like looking good today?
Yeah, it was just a new Christmas clothes. That I was going to wait till the party actually on Friday.
Couldn't do it?
I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
I was like, you know what? Today, it's got to be today.
You've had that whole fit like set out on the one. Everyone always has a chair in their bedroom or something.
Yep.
They throw clothes. You've had it set out on that chair for a while.
Yeah, it's like when Batman is feeling extra tortured and he looks at the suit like in the display and he's like, not yet. That's basically what that's been.
You're in your Batcave like, God.
Someday.
one more week.
I can't turn back to the old me. And then I just snapped today and decided to go for it.
You actually are dressed like old-timey golfer.
Little bit.
Like that was a legit golf outfit back in the day.
That was part of it. Like, I'm on 3 podcasts today. So like, if there's a day to dress nice, it's probably today. And then, there's kind of the golf theme to it.
Shia LaBeouf in Greatest Game Ever Played. Sweater with a collar underneath popped out.
Francis, we met on Swngr.
That's a good one, right?
I know. God,
I can't wait to see
full of one-liners.
I can't wait to see all the success stories that come out of it.
Mm-hmm.
People who
we got a trademark pending, so back off.
So do not take that.
Yeah. The idea is patent pending.
I bet you there's an actual app called Swngr that's for swingers.
Let's see.
Probably.
See right now.
But it's not spelt like ours. SWNGR, Matt.
Find swingers in your area.
North Dakota swingers. Oh man.
No, that's
we're getting the wing.
No, that's Craigslist.
It's like that's how you envision. That doesn't look as good as I thought it would.
It looks like Swngrs.
Swngrs? There's no. It's SW, Tyler.
Yeah, it looks SWN.
Swingers.
Oh my God. I didn't even give them permission to use my location. They're just everywhere.
There's the Craigslist.
Holy shit.
Link.
Best and legit swingers app from Reddit.
Yeah, so imagine like the SEO with this thing is going to be out of this world.
Yeah, exactly. We've got that cornered.
Yeah.
We might have some confusion with actual
I was just
swingers.
going to say there's going to be a huge amount of confusion for people that download it looking to swing.
God, a lot of outdoorsy people here on this app.
Why does everyone like to golf?
Yeah, it's not a big deal that you're married. Like, I get like you just kind of want to get away from your significant other to go golf, go cook around and go. Wait, are you coming on to me right now? Did you just touch my leg?
Did you bring me bulk beef jerky?
You're married. It says in your bio. Anyway.
This is not part of the golf cart vibes I signed up for.
Your vibe slider was way off.
Yeah. Jeez. Unbelievable.
All right. Should we wrap this shit up?
Go on, Tyler.
All right, everybody. Thanks for listening. We got new merch on the site soon. How soon? Can we tease it, Ryan?
Couple 2-3 weeks.
Yeah, if you're like us in the off season of golf, you like to ice fish. So we got a whole ice fishing line coming out. I'm wearing one. Ryan's wearing one. Keep your eye out for it. It's coming soon.
It's sick.
It's sick. Check out the other podcasts. Matt's on Goose Egg Gambling. Ryan and I are on You Bet Your Radio. We got a whole network going on. So go check out. Just search You Bet Your Radio Network. Wherever you listen to your podcast, you can find everything we're a part of. Go check them out, guys.
Bye.
That it.
Love you.
Love you. Hell, that's a breakfast ball.